And I didn't.
That's why I let.
What the hell's they? Oh, I had to bring breakfast along.
Mine.
Oh, you may not make it home with this.
For the scouts, are they bringing them? Or do we
They are supposed to, yes.
How about?
Very covered.
Didn't know if we get to it, but I thought
I
I'd
sure as hell didn't bring shells for the scouts.
No, me neither. So Chris has done this before. You got that on the Saints. A lot of them did.
So today we're entertaining Boy Scout troop number 125, and this is the range we're on, range F, as in, I don't know, Echo, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, F as in Foxtrot.
That's more like it.
Well, how long is that going to smolder? Forever.
Here we go. Here's another. Uh-oh.
You flinched on just a cat. You flinched on just a cat.
I did.
Yes.
Black powder station. How much do you guys know about black powder?
Pretty okay.
Okay. Well, let me give you a quick little bit of history. As Mr. Grugel was indicating, about 14 years ago, Joe Collins started a youth group of shooters and things like that, and we had upwards of anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 scouts come through here. And then we started doing a black powder component, and that was held on this range. Many of the guys have kind of moved on. We're not going to have as much fun as what we've historically had because we can't shoot flintlocks. Under Joe we did, and we just kind of did our thing. But you guys have to do with the BSA policy, and that's fine. You know, we'll work with you. So, black powder. What that ended up creating 4 years ago for us, because we had so many kids coming through, scouts coming through, we never had an opportunity as adults to shoot. Okay, whoa, short trip. What we created was the Talking Rock Black Powder Shooters Charter Club. And when you first came in and you saw the range on the right up there, that's where we traditionally shoot. And we will shoot every fourth Saturday of the month. We will shoot flintlocks to chunk guns, to military firearms, you name it. We compete against each other, and we just have a really good time doing it. Okay? But today you're going to get the experience of shooting some of our firearms, because these are all personal firearms. Okay? So, can somebody tell me what black powder is made out of?
Sulfur.
Sulfur, I heard. That's one of three.
Saltpeter.
Saltpeter.
What do you cook your campfire meals over? What's left over after you burn wood?
Ash.
Before it turns to ash.
Charcoal. Okay. So it's 75% saltpeter, and where does saltpeter come from? Salt out of your, yes. Those are all natural products. Charcoal's your wood, sulfur, and guess what? You can actually make it all at home if you want to, because you can find all three of those components at the hardware store. Believe it or not. You put sulfur on your rose bushes. You put saltpeter, that's otherwise known as stump out. You put it in stumps because that's your oxygenator. And charcoal, we all know what charcoal is used for on our grills, right? So you can mix it up and make it at home, and it's not illegal. Believe it or not, it's not illegal to do that. Can somebody tell me who invented it? Imagine sitting around and coming up with those three components, all natural, and creating a ratio of 75, 10, and 15 to create black powder, gunpowder. It wasn't known as black powder, it was just always known as gunpowder. But who did that?
Wasn't it like Chinese here?
It was the Chinese in about 600 AD. Okay, maybe as late as 900, but there's actually apparently a reference actually even in 300 AD where they did it. Originally it was used for fireworks and things like that, and then the Chinese decided to start boring holes in pieces of wood and things like that, and they created firearms. Genghis Khan, when he invaded China, actually tangled with them, but he had the benefit. What's one of the problems with black powder firearms?
It takes a long time to reload.
Yep. Whereas a bow and arrow is as fast as you could do it. So Genghis Khan would just send a bunch of his troops in on horseback, wait for the first volley to come, and then he'd annihilate the Chinese. So it evolved and evolved and evolved. It started off with simple sticks. It started off then with a matchlock, okay, with just a piece of string. You all have seen the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. Okay, that's how they did it. Just as simple with that, with this piece of string. Okay, but you couldn't do that real well in the rain and things like that. It became very unreliable. Who's got the light? You know, that was where they first came up with, you know, who's got a light, you know, from that perspective. So in 1610, a gentleman invented the flintlock. And he was a Frenchman. And he did it for the King of France. Can anybody tell me what's going on? Any of the names of the parts on this lock?
Hammer, prison,
Okay, hammer, frizzen,
tray.
pardon? Trigger. Yep,
Trigger.
that's not part of the lock, but that's okay. You got to have one to make it go off, right?
What's the tray?
Pardon?
The tray.
That's the pan.
Hand.
Yep. But then you also have a flint. And what is a flint?
Fuel.
Piece of rock. That's all it is. Okay, so you're going to load it. This is a Harper's Ferry 1807. Okay, and what that is this was the pistol firearm for the U.S. Navy. And this would have been used, this is a replica obviously, and would have been used in the war between us and Britain in 1812, and so on and so forth. It's a flintlock. Okay, load it. Just like what you all did last night, you all started a fire, right, with flint and steel?
It was a little wet last night.
There was flint and steel in the
You then
lighter.
put a little bit of powder in the pan, and you put the smallest, to make it go the fastest, you put the smallest granulation that you can in here. Just like when you make a fire. You don't start with a big log on a fire, you start with tinder. And that's the exact same theory. The faster it will go. It burns real quick. But can anybody tell me what those sparks are? What were the sparks?
Is it the metal hitting the other piece of metal?
Nope.
The flint hitting the metal.
Yes, it's hitting it, but what are the sparks?
The flint, right?
Nope.
Pieces of metal.
The flint, the rock, if you look at the frizzen, it's actually scratched. And those scratches are where the flint hit it and literally cut the steel. The friction, when it cut, creates the spark. Now, one of the things about this, you've always heard of real black powder, i.e. charcoal, sulfur, and saltpeter, versus a substitute like Pyrex. Pyrex is a modern black powder substitute. That can be stored on a shelf. It has an ignition point of about 850 degrees. Real black powder has about 350. So you use real black powder in a flintlock because the sparks they're hot, but they don't create a huge long fire to potentially do it. So it becomes a little bit more unreliable. Okay. So one of the problems in war is you can't really fight in war with a flintlock in the rain, right? You gotta keep your powder dry. You gotta keep your flint sharp. You gotta do that. But there was a gentleman in England, Kelly, I think his name was, Reverend Kelly. And he figured out what sodium, I don't even remember, the potassium. But what he ended up saying was the birds would jump when he would shoot a flintlock from the flash in the pan. So he said, how do I get around that? So he invented what became known as the percussion cap, and that's what you're going to be shooting today. Just a simple little cap. They're all different sizes, okay? In about 1805, 1810. Now there's 3 gentlemen in the United States that actually claim that they invented the percussion cap. Now imagine you didn't have international patent law back then. And so people would get on boats, ships, sailing ships, and they would go to Paris, they would go to London, they would go to Berlin, all at Munich, all of the different patent houses for those countries. And they would literally go through the books and copy the ones that look cool. So 3 gentlemen in the United States got on a ship, went to London, took Mr. Kelly's invention, brought it back to the United States, and the federal government paid him $5 million for it. For simply getting on a boat and copying it.
That was a lot of money back then.
That's a lot. That's about what, $40 million now. Those are the kinds of things that went on. And what was the purpose behind the cap? He invented it so that it was a quicker ignition and a more reliable ignition. The military then ended up taking it over and converting all of the firearms into those types of things, into military weapons. Today we're shooting all round ball, or we got mini ball? Okay. One of the next great developments in war was the invention of the mini ball.
During the Civil War.
Pardon me?
That's before the Civil War.
Right. And who invented it?
No. The Frenchman.
Frenchman by the name of Mini. What it did was an elongated bullet with a point on it. Okay. And that took your effective range from about, say, 100 yards. And then they invented rifling. And the rifling puts a very gentle spin on it to stabilize it.
He did. Just made good for you.
Okay? Today you're going to be shooting 50 yards at those metal targets down there. Those metal targets at 50 yards, that was the standard for the British and all of the different armies to shoot. So you would form in line. You know, your mayor would come and ask all of you to come, and your dad and your brothers, your uncles would all stand in line here and shoot at the British at 50 yards. Okay? And that's how they did it, because it was a smooth bore. The British said, we're going to do one volley, and then it becomes so inaccurate from the fear and all of that and the grime and all that, they then came at you with a bayonet, which is a much more up close and personal weapon. And if you were stabbed in the stomach, basically with death, because you didn't have penicillin back then. Penicillin wasn't invented until what, 1914, 1918?
Yep, in the teens.
You know, roughly World War I. And we were known as black powder up until about 1890, or gunpowder, excuse me. This was known as gunpowder up until about 1895. That's when they created smokeless. It doesn't smoke less, it just smokes less, okay? Just like a fire. Everything burns, it creates smoke, just different levels, okay? But if you get those weapons over there wet, the ammunition wet, the gunpowder wet, you cannot reuse it. This stuff today, all you got to do is set it in the sun and dry it out, and you can reuse it. It's all natural, it never decays.
So they never had duels in the rain.
Yeah. A little story for you. In the Revolutionary War, we had 2 gentlemen, one by the name of McIntosh and the other one by the name of Gwinnett. Yes, Gwinnett County. That's who it is named after. Okay? And those 2 were very big individuals. Gwinnett is one of the 3 Georgians to have signed the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
Okay? So, he was not a military man. McIntosh was a better one, but they always argued and fought over who was going to lead the military, the Georgia military group. Georgia actually invaded Florida in St. Augustine to try and drive the British. Well, imagine standing in front of Congress, whatever you want to do, say, and for one of them to call the other one a dirty, rotten scoundrel. Okay, those were literally fighting words. Dirty, rotten scoundrel. It's in the record. What did they then do? They went outside of Savannah 3 days later and they had a duel. And the duel was done at 12 feet.
That's how it went.
12 feet. Both of them were shot in the leg. Gwinnett died 3 days later from gangrene. McIntosh ended up surviving. It's a little piece of trivia for you about about the state of Georgia, okay? And basically, Georgia wasn't Georgia at that time either, because from here basically up to Chattanooga was the Cherokee Nation. So this part of the state was not a part of Georgia. You want to know how anybody know anything about Andrew Pickens? Who's Brigadier Andrew Pickens?
Was Pickens County named after him?
Correct. And the movie, The Patriot, had many events in there. Basically, the Swamp Fox, shoot two rounds and retreat at cow pens and all of that. Most of those events, which Mr. Mel Gibson portrayed, was actually written because those are Andrew Pickens, his exploits. He actually signed a treaty and fought the Indians in this area, probably around Talking Rock somewhere. He actually even signed a treaty with them. So a lot of that movie was based on Andrew Pickens. So, okay. So, would you all like to discontinue talking and you guys shoot?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have a couple. I don't got that in the least.
Scout is trustworthy.
Yeah. Honest, loyal, helpful, friendly. Okay.
Those are very courteous, though.
Yep. Couple of little rules. Who all's got eyes and ear protection?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Eyes are fine.
Okay. Eyes and ear protection. We
These
must
are yours
do.
to keep today, okay?
Yep.
Did you pass these down?
You must do those.
So what we're gonna do, we have a paper cartridge. On one end, it already has the bullet in it, and the other end it has powder. So just like in the movies, you don't have to use your teeth, you can tear it. So pour the powder in, and we're gonna shoot the ball down in there and tamp it down. Then we'll walk over to the bench, put a cap on it, and we can shoot it. That powder down, never look down the barrel.
You wanna make a boom?
When you look down there and you see that. Make it easier for you today.
This is the front blade right here.
Step out here.
What we have to do, you're gonna push that bullet all the way
Back
back.
trigger, pull this hard.
You wanna lean it on this?
Hold it right there in the middle of the front.
You're not holding it strong.
Percussion, it's 50 caliber. Very cool. Now tear it.
Pull it back.
You're good.
As hard as you can. You hear it click, feel it click? Yeah. Okay. That is the hair trigger. Put your finger. Okay. Yep, right there, here. And as you get ready, you just bring it back. It's a hair trigger. It will go off. Your sight. Boom, in the V, and you're ready.
You good?
Here's your gun.
Yep. All right, so I'll take your trick.
And you miss.
Right hand. You shoot, pull it all the way back as far as you can with the hammer. It's gonna be hard. You gotta take the force, but there you go. Whenever you're comfortable.
Double trigger. First, and barely touch that one. Pop this back.
Shoot this one again.
Sure.
Hey, another winner! All right.
Get it sit.
There you go, just like that movie, grab with your teeth and tear it or do it with your fingers, and that's full of powder. Careful, just a paper tube with a bullet on it. Comes out the powder.
Nice. Good shot.
It's not caught.
At least you made
I just
boom.
want you to try that. Is that gonna work for you?
Big bullet. Back trigger is not going to go off. Okay, your gun is a hair trigger.
Nice shot. Good. Good.
No dinner.
Oh wait. I was shooting at
That over that nipple, just stand on it.
You know about the double trigger.
I gave you some last night.
Sounds different.
That too high for you?
It's a little
Go.
Did you hear Dave?
You ever seen me sit around and watch a Civil War movie or something?
I know, and I'm like,
There's a gun powder.
What's up?
You're in control.
Okay.
honestly, it's easier to
I think he
shoot.
died laughing.
Turn around.
You were
Not
slightly
eating.
left on that.
Like that. All right, we're ready to go. Sit in there.
Give you his, you know, work and fix it, go. Pick it up off your brother and your dad.
Good.
Pull the hammer back. Oh.
A little high, but a good shot. All right.
I sound like an animal.
Oh,
That help?
Nice. Nice.
Bang, gone.
and then the front trigger is going to be very easy.
You know how many
to
grains you're shooting?
pull. Make sure you're ready to shoot.
How many grain? 50.
60
I'm
grains
shooting
or
25.
Right
Should have kicked a lot less than 20. I want them to remember it tomorrow in their shoulder.
There you go.
Wow.
Click, but it won't go off. Go for it. Okay. Put your finger on the front trigger till you're ready for it to go off. I guarantee it will.
Very good. Who's next? You next? Come on over.
Nice. Good shot.
Did you hit it that time? No.
Feel the bear.
They're not going to tease you, but it's going to make some smoke.
Yeah.
And the trigger pulls real hard. And here.
It's not like the other one.
Little soapy water. That's all.
You can do it.
Dawn or any kind of dish with it with some water.
Yay! All right. Anyone else?
All about volume.
What you're shooting right here, what's going to do? Knock those things off. Kill the
Next
bill.
one. Didn't stick in the
The catcher.
peel off one of these.
Yeah, they don't. They get off balance and fall.
Yay! For a change. That's hard for me.
Usually, but I brought a different ramrod. What we do is when you get a load you like and it shoots well on your rifle, and you get down to the bottom, you make a mark on your ramrod with a knife or something, and it lets you know.
Just tap it down.
And shoot like an.
Pop that down.
Issued to the Vermont.
The hammer is called a half cock on full cock. You're on full cock.
Okay.
You're going to pull the back trigger back. You're going to
Yay, nice. You hit it.
Did you hear bang? I
Yeah.
heard bang.
You hit the target.
There you go.
Yeah, good shot. Awesome.
That's another cheater.
Pretty hard to load.
I'll go with that. The dog gets in the back seat. She's got some way in.
All right, now use this one
What do you think?
and drive it on down to the ball.
Hello, Miss Monica.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Would you like to shoot a Civil War one as well?
I guess so.
You can be next.
You got it going now. There you go.
What?
All right, good job.
Get this down, man.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Good job.
And I mean, and guys, that's really like that.
Whenever you're ready. You got it. I think you got it.
So tell me about this gun. Tell us about it.
You want to stand or bench?
Bench or stand?
Bench.
You standing?
So go this one?
Nice. You got one of the little.
Yeah, breathe on it, it'll go off.
Yeah, that one.
Well, you can tell we're good.
Is this the same gun? Is this the same gun?
This is a Pennsylvania 50 caliber.
Nice. Good shot.
That is a half stop.
Nice. Good shot.
Buffalo is bigger.
Yeah. Well, no,
Are you ready?
I guess so.
Lay it over this way and tuck it with your. Take your time. Like on this gun, on the rear side.
Wow.
Like that, push
You
that,
get to
so
cheat
this
a
is
little
full.
bit.
Okay.
Because you're in war, people are shooting back. So you want to hurry
Off
up.
bench or?
Hold this straight up.
Paper cartridge. You would carry one of these on your shoulder. You seen the Civil War movies with that?
Yeah.
The one on this side is cartridges, and this side your haversack where you carry your food and stuff,
Oh.
and your extra socks. So it's already loaded.
One more.
Hollow paper tube, and it's got the powder down
Okay.
inside it.
Hold this.
So you can- I'm right here. So you just want to pour that powder in, not the paper, just pour it in there like pepper in a pepper soup.
Before we put a cap on it, I'm gonna hit it. Pull this back trigger, okay? Reach up and pull that and don't touch it. You see that?
There you go.
Got it?
Nice shot.
How about that?
Very good.
Did it catch you by surprise or did you aim it?
Oh yeah, I think I
Is that board getting a little cranky?
Nice. Good job.
Well,
Nice shot.
For 40 kids.
You can't. You want to load it? You can't. Hey, pour in there.
I like to pick the gun up and
What is the black powder shit? What is that? What is the black?
this way and stop.
You're not gonna hurt it.
$10. But the money is
Oh, very good.
What were you shooting?
Nice shot. You got it again.
I will tell you.
was that actually used in one?
Door, they cut this off and made the black powder bullet 4570 and 5070 and made that hinge so you could put one bullet in it, trying to load it faster.
The big thing though in combat was you didn't have to stand up to load it.
Yeah.
You could be lying down, open up the breech, put a cartridge in and close it.
Yeah. Like about
There you go. Now you got it up on your shoulder there.
Yeah, you're not gonna hurt it. Get it good and tight. There you go. Yeah, you're fine. You take your time. Go.
Nice. Good shot. Great shot.
Shot to the left and behind.
That's my smart deal.
Yeah, good shot. Very good.
We have paper cartridges that looks like this. It has a bullet inside it. The powder is already in there. So you just tear it off and I'll show you how to load it. But I want you to load it, okay? If you were in there, you have to carry one of these way cool black leather pouches. Carry the cartridges in it. You want to load it? Yeah. You gotta ram that bullet all the way down to the powder.
I'm gonna show it to you here real quick, like. This is known as
All the way down.
Hawkins rifle. It's named after the guy. They made them all the way up to about 1860. This is the major rifle that was taken west when the country was first settled and explored out west.
All right, so don't put your finger on the trigger. You have it pointed to whatever you want to know.
I missed that, Keegan. You were so fast.
Trigger's going to be very hard. You can do it. I'm right here if you need it.
Yes, ma'am, but you can take pictures.
I have that. I just want to make sure I can log in and.
Yes, ma'am.
What'd you think? You can't get it and set your ammo off.
But what if they didn't tell you to
Pull
move?
it out.
Or
That's
what
it.
if something happens?
Tear that tail off.
You goes over the gun, don't worry
Pour
about
that
it.
powder right on top of your rifle.
What you got?
Very good. Now we're going to stick the end in.
Sometimes people used to leave
And
their
you need to
ramrods
take the
in.
ramrod, ram that bullet all the way down next to the
What am I shooting at, the buffalo?
smack it, you won't hurt it. Very good.
All right.
Put the ramrod in the hat too. Might as well. Oh, yeah. Here you go. You carry your weapon.
So you get the
Left-handed. I hit. And the reason the trigger is real hard, you have to pull it kind of hard. I am right here for you, okay? I want you to take your time. Whenever you're comfortable, give her a whack. Nice, you got it.
Nice.
Hey. Well, you pull one off, you bite that off with your teeth. Okay, so see that powder in there? I need you to dump that powder on top of your rifle.
You shoot off hand or you don't shoot off gun?
Yes, sir.
You ready?
Very good. You're a pro. Now inside of here is one of these bullets. This is the British model. They made them a little faster to load. Now we need that bullet to be all the way down to the end. So I need you to take this ramrod and push that bullet all the way down.
All the way back. Ready to shoot.
Don't be afraid of it. Very good. You're a natural. Have you ever shot one before? No. Wow, you did that like you're a pro. Are you a right-handed or left-handed? Right.
So don't touch it.
I get these ones. Ooh, I heard a ding! I heard the ding!
I was shooting that barrel.
But I always carry.
Nice, you hit it.
Pull the back trigger back.
Nice.
There you go. All right. So half cock.
I got you.
Off hand.
Hands down, kind of close, not real close. I mean, stand over it, come around the front. There you go, right there. Wooden ramrod, you don't break it off.
I got the hat,
Monica. A little closer. There you go.
All right, so this is soldier card. You have it, and big leather flat.
Are you down to that point?
Everybody step up.
Grab one out. A pro.
Does that go?
Well, that would be nice, because then you get to eat.
It's okay. Nobody could see during the Civil War anyway.
All the other trigger and it's gone.
You did it.
Quick draw, my draw. Hit the ground.
Yeah, because I don't think he was even.
Good shot.
I'm right-handed, but
Yeah, so which one's the set on back one first? Pull the back one first.
I'm sorry, main way? Sorry.
so back side, but I'm getting so I can't see out of this side very well, so I just shoot left-handed most of the time now.
That was before they went to
Yeah, I don't know how.
power style. It was still up to side.
I shoot vintage.
Nice. Nice. Everybody shot it.
Offset on the left.
They hit it.
So you're on half cock right now, that's safe. Go ahead and load your trap. Yes, sir. Push down on it. All right, you're ready to go. Put your finger on the trigger after you see the elephant or whatever you're aiming at, please.
Thank you, sir.
Got it. Nice shot.
You don't have one of those.
Fire in the hole.
Yeah, we're not gonna eat right here.
That's what you're doing.
Sound like you hit it.
Pressure, see something. You're off, you can stay and line up your side.
That's what that was. And they would shoot at
Take your time.
the way they moved the.
I know you can do it.
Instead of having
Nice, you hit it. Good shot. You hit the top left hand.
Nice shot. You did it.
You ever been around it?
I don't leave it in there. Okay, when we're doing this,
No pressure.
Works the same way. Okay. Back trigger. Hang on a second.
Nice shot.
Did not put your finger on the front trigger so you wanted to? Because it's in there.
Very nice shot.
Thank you. I thought I jerked it at the last second, but
That's sniper rifles. You got 100, 200, and 300.
and you missed.
That's the all out. You just turn it around.
Good shot.
Now, there's a bullet.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna stick it right there, and then you're ready to shoot.
Set triggers are wonderful.
Did you hit something?
I don't know.
What were you aiming at?
The butt.
Not like a modern gun. God bless you. It's gonna be kind of difficult, but they don't.
Okay.
Beautiful June side.
Clip something.
Nice
How
shot.
does that measure?
And you know, there's wonderful replicas out there that are affordable too.
Really?
You go a gun broker, you
Yeah.
probably got one original.
Oh, really? Right. Well, I was gonna say, I mean, at that point, you don't know how well they've been taken care of.
Well, there's that too, but I'm a gunsmith. It's hard to find, but even when you buy things online, people sell you stuff that's. You can get cannons on gun brokers.
Hammer's back.
Got this big.
Let me try.
We put that on.
Nice shot.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I hit it.
Yeah, you did.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
You
different.
won't hurt it.
Do I go all the way to the top on this one?
It overflows a little bit, don't worry. But you got full charge in the United States. With boy
Good shot, man.
And now I know.
Man, I got nothing to do with it.
Very close.
Aim for the buffalo.
There we go.
Can I try yours one more time, sir?
Sure.
All right.
Go right ahead.
Thank you.
I don't know where it went.